So this is the weekly recap, I think. We're gonna go this way. Bring a little more light to this. Okay. So this week has been kind of an unnormal, unnatural week. It's been where my stress has gotten the most of me, a little bit of my anxiety came back, and it's just kind of rethinking and regrouping and going through what it is that I need to do for me in order to kind of get through it. This is when this really came in handy to kind of go back and look over it. I found out that what's really nice about this is writing everything down, and when you go through life and kind of think, well, I think this is why I'm doing this, or why I do that, or why I feel this way or that way. When you're writing it down, even in just the sense of what I'm eating, what my stressors are, how much sleep I got, just answering the questions at the end of the day, it makes it more real and more like that's actually why it is. So for instance, when I get stressed out or my monthly comes along, I kind of tend to back away and need a little bit more sleep, even if it's not a super busy day, even though I did have a busy week. Just kind of being aware of that and also allowing yourself that time. So that was really good for me to kind of see as well. I was actually surprised by some of the things that I was craving. So when my monthly came along, I was craving more fat. Obviously, I broke out because of that, just remembering that that's why that might be happening. But also the fact that even though I was craving more starchy and fatty foods, I still wanted my juice, I still wanted my smoothie. So kind of realizing that as I'm going through this and as I'm making healthier choices, my body is naturally craving those things as well. Just being that much more aware that your body will let you know what it is that you need and you're hungry for, and what it needs as well to kind of get you through that time period. I realized as the seasons come and go, I crave different foods for different weather and season type things. So now I'm craving more of cooked and hearty and warm foods, when before I wanted wraps and salads and smoothies all day, every day. This is why I wanted to make this journal, was to figure out what it is that I want in this time, in this season. And I'm finding that out, and I'm finding the balance of it all. And I'm really glad that I had a crappy week, just to kind of reiterate that what I'm doing, how I'm going through it, and answering all these questions is helpful. And my monthly, I gained new clients, and I had to switch some things around with clients. I had my stress, new opportunities, people to talk to, different things came up that weren't, I just feel my hair flipping out, that weren't necessarily in my control or how I would want them to go about, or maybe how I would want them to go about, but then all the stress just kind of mixed in and made me unable to go about it the way I would want to. It's just nice to have this recap and looking at the week moving forward, so that I can mentally prepare myself for this and write things down and go through it and be okay, this is gonna be a sucky week for the next 3 days. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of extra free time, and I'm gonna have to switch things around in order to make it work. But just knowing that ahead of time and knowing it's gonna be a sucky week, I can mentally prepare myself and be you know what, we're just gonna suffer through it and know that in a couple days we are going to have some nice free time and more availability and things like that. It's fun to be able to flip through all of this. I know I filled out all of these pages, and I am not a person to fill this stuff out. So it's been helpful. It's been exactly what I want it to be, and I'm really happy and excited about that. But it's all about listening to your body and finding out what it needs and what it runs best on and what works best for it and what it prefers, and being okay with moving forward from that. So this was a good recap. So that's my week recap, whatever the heck I want to call it. I hope you all have a great Monday and a great week, and we'll talk tomorrow.